everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, YouTube streaming, and also via Skype. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming from our studios in Trinidad. Sutras of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra with alertness. Anything can happen. You will experience gap. You will experience that hunger is happening to you. Hunger is just an example. There can be hunger, anger, frustration, fear, fleeing in the battlefield, or anything. You can use anything. The closest that we have is hunger. You can practice with it. Hunger is there. Become alert. Alertness is the beginning. It is the seed. And then one day you will become aware. What to do? You feel hunger is there. What has happened? When you feel hunger, you never see it as something happening to you. You don't say that hunger is happening to me. You become hunger. You feel that I am hungry. And this is the oft-used phrase that I am hungry. So hungry is a pronoun. It defines the quality of the person. It will not be pronoun, it is the quality, adjective. It defines you that you are hungry. The real feeling is that I am hunger. I am feeling hunger. But you are not hunger. It is happening to you. It is coming to you from outside. It is not part of you. You are only conscious of it. It is happening to you. Just as something is coming to you, light is coming to you. You do not say, I am light. It is something happening on the periphery, on the boundary. You are the center. You have become aware of it. It is an object, intruder. You remain the subject. You are a witness. You are not hunger. Instead, hunger is happening to you. This is the difference. Hunger is happening to you. You are witnessing it. You are at the center. You were there before you felt hunger, before hunger came to you. You are there separate when hunger is happening to you, and you will be there when hunger is no more. Understand the difference. 3 stages before hunger comes to you, during the time when you are feeling hunger, and when hunger is no more. You are there, you are the most important. There is no difference that you were, you are, and you are not. Hunger was not, hunger is, and hunger will not be. It is happening to you. You were there when hunger was not, and you will be there when hunger will be gone as well. So these are the three things happening to you. So hunger is an accident. It happens to you. This is the difference if you understand this. I am taking the example of hunger. It applies to any other attribute. Desire for sex, fear, anxiety, or anything else. The different attributes that are happening to you become alert, then you will not be identified with it. You will feel hunger, become alert that hunger is there. All of a sudden, you are sitting in the room, somebody comes in, you become aware that someone has come in. Before the person came in, you were there. Then the person is here, you are here. And when the person will be gone, you will still be here. So you are at the center, you are the subject, and whatsoever is happening to you is object. In inward journey, it is the subject which is more important. But in the world, it is the object that is important. That's why we call it objective world. And this, the inner realm, we call it subjective realm or subjective world. The more you become alert, the farther you away will be the hunger. The feeling of hunger will be far away. If you are less alert, then you will feel it is closer to you, nearer to you. If you are not alert, exactly at the center, you will feel, I am hunger. Understand this. If you are not alert, alertness is the way to be at the center. If you are not alert, exactly at the center, you will feel, I am hunger. If you become alert, hunger will be thrown away. Hunger is there, you are here. Hunger is an object and you are the witness. You are witnessing something is happening. You are sitting in your living room, door is open, you see someone is coming to you. Fasting has been used only because of this. This is a technique, not a ritual. Is a way to be more alert, to create a gap or distance from hunger. Fasting has been used only because of this. For this technique, fasting in itself is of no use. If you are simply keeping away from food, if you can understand this technique and accordingly you are fasting, then it is of use. It will transform you. You are not doing this technique with hunger. Fasting then becomes foolishness. That is what all the fasting by different religions is, nothing else but foolishness. Whether it is Lent, whether it is a Hindu fasting or Muslim fasting, is of no use. It cannot transform you. Mahabir who was contemporary of Buddha, used fasting with this technique, and his followers have been simply using fasting without any alertness, without using this technique. Then it is nothing but foolishness. You are just destructive, and it cannot be of any help. I recall Sufi Brij Mohan Lal and his concert, they used to keep fasting during the Ramzan month. So there was the only source of the water supply was the well. Water has to be pulled. If you are using a pulley, then it is in the direction of the gravitational force. But if you are pulling it upward against the gravitational force, it takes much more effort. So during that time, every morning he will pull the water from the well, and both of them decided Brij Mohan Lal did not like a particular vegetable, and so was his concert. So both of them will eat that vegetable which they did not like. This is fasting. Not that your whole focus is what different things to make. From 3 o'clock you get up and start making the food for the fasting to begin. Then before the iftari, again the whole process is going on, what things have to be made, everything has to be prepared, this and that, and then mechanically you do the niyat and break the fast. Mahabir used fasting with this technique, and his followers have been simply using fasting without a technique, which is foolishness. They are destructive, and it cannot be of any help to you. You can be hungry for months and identified with hunger, feeling that I am hungry. It is useless. If even for a moment you have been able to separate hunger from you, witness it as an object coming to you, then there is no need to go on a fast. The very purpose of fasting is to create a gap between you and the hunger. Every day you can feel it. So every day becomes a fast. Then every day you can feel it, but there are problems. That is why fasting is helpful. Ordinarily, we stuff ourselves with food before we feel hungry. We feel hunger. In the modern world, there is no need to feel hunger. You have a time fixed for your meals, and you take them at that time. You never ask whether the body is feeling hunger or not. At a fixed hour, you take your meals. Maybe hunger is felt, maybe hunger is not felt. Then, as a habit, at a particular time, the body will demand food. You feel it because it is 1 o'clock, your meal time. Some days you can play a trick. Tell your wife or your husband to change the clock, readjust it. It is 12 and the clock will show that it is 1. You set the clock 1 hour fast forward. You will feel hunger. Or it is already 1 hour fast. It is 2 exactly and the clock shows 1. Then you will feel hunger. You look at the clock and you feel hunger. It is artificial, it is false, it is not real. In most of the cases, our hunger is not real. When it comes to sex, a thought came to our mind. We have made it a habit that every night we will enter into it. So it happens, the body demands it. So fasting may be helpful. If you fast, then for 2 or 3 days you will feel a false hunger. Only after the third or fourth day, you will feel the real hunger. In the beginning, just as your meal time is set by the clock, the moment it is 12 o'clock, you start feeling hunger. If you practice it, within 3-4 days time, you will realize that it is false. But you use anything. These are just examples. Only after 2 or 3 days, before that it was false. It was aligned to the time, the clock. The clock is stuck 12 o'clock. A false hunger comes into you. After 3 to 4 days, you will feel when mind demands, it is false. When the normally we live by the mind. Mind says it is 12 o'clock, it is my lunch time. So the mind is demanding. How many times you have shifted the attention from the mind to the body? Is your body demanding hunger? Is your body feeling hunger? Is your body feeling the need for sex? No, it is your mind. So we live with the mind. The hunger of whatever be the reason, whatever be its nature, it is of the body. When the body demands, it is real. And when it is real, you become alert. You become totally different from the body. Hunger is a body phenomena. Sex is a body phenomena. But we have converted into a mind phenomenon. Once you feel that hunger is different from you, you are a witness to it. You have transcended the body. So this is the technique to transcend beyond the body. In the beginning, you look into yourself. Sex was a mental phenomenon. After some time, you will feel that it is an aspect of the body. body demands. Then you will be, then only you will be identified with the body one day, because you have realized that sex and hunger is a phenomenon of the body. Don't change the device every day, because a deepening is needed for any technique. Then slowly and slowly you will realize that after a certain period of time, so choose anything for 3 months. Stick to it, apply the technique, go on working with it, and always remember to be aware in the beginning, in the middle. In the middle, it will be difficult, because once the identity is felt, a thought came to your mind, you are identified with the desire for sex, you cannot change it. Changes begin to happen at the level of the body. You can get changed mentally. You can say, no, I am not hunger. I am a witness. Hunger is happening to me. Sex is happening to me. I am a witness. That is false. This is the mind talking. This is not a feeling experience. Just try to be aware in the beginning, and remember, you are not to say that I am not hunger. You are not saying that. This is how the mind deceives. You can say the hunger is there, but I am not hunger. Hunger is there, but I am not hunger. I am not body. I am the consciousness. You are not to say anything. Whatsoever you say will become false, because you are false, and mind will start playing its game. This chanting that I am not the body, or all the zikrs, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, it is not a feeling. It is just a parrot-like repetition. The chanting that I am not the body will not help. You go on saying I am not the body because you know you are the body. If you really know that you are not the body, what is the use of saying? Do you say I am a man? Because that you already are. If you really know that you are not the body, then there is no use of saying that I am not the body. There is no use. It will look foolish. Be aware, and then the feeling that I am not the body will be there, and it will start deepening. This is not to be a thought. Instead, from thinking you are moving to feeling. We are thinking beings, not feeling beings. So from thinking you move to feeling, from the feeling you move to being. 3 stages. The thinking, I will take another time, how this happens, the feeling and thinking and being. So there will not be a thought, this will be a feeling. This will not be felt in the head. No feeling comes in the head. thinking comes to the head, but we say that I am feeling it. I am thinking should be the correct phrase. This will not be felt in the head. This will be felt all over your being. You will feel the distance, that body is far away, that I am absolutely different, and there is not even a possibility of mixing both feeling and thinking. You cannot. The body is body, and it is matter, and you are consciousness. You can live together. You can live together in your room, but room and you are separate from one another. They can live together, the room and you can stay together, but you are not room. They never mix. They cannot become mixed in any way. There is not even a possibility of mixing the two in any way. You cannot. The feeling and thinking are two different things. Like one is you, the other is room where you are living. So you can use anything. The easiest thing that is closest to us is hunger. Hunger is even closer than sex. If I tell you to start with fear or jealousy or anything, it will be difficult. It is easy that every day, at least 3 to 4 times, you take your meals. Hunger happens to you. You feel hungry. So it is closest to you. When you say, I am hungry, it is a thought process, thinking. When you say hunger is happening, then it is feeling. The body begins to feel. Then a gap will come in. And slowly, the fasting becomes possible. Only this much for this morning. I will continue the next sutra. The purity of the other techniques is an impurity to us. In reality, no, nothing is pure or impure, because there are. Things always happen in dualistic. Day and night, right and wrong, good and bad, light and darkness. There is no three. The third possibility is to going beyond male, female. The moment you go beyond male and female, you are neither male nor female. So with the various permutation and combination of these dualistic aspects, life continues. You look at the computer, the binary system. Only two numbers are used, 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Computer is based on these two numbers. With the various permutation and combination, different words, different things comes up. What Lao Tse says, that which is cannot be put into the words. But when it manifests itself, it creates 1,001 things. 0 and 1 are 0 and 1. When they interact with one another, 1,001 things are created. The entire plethora of the life comes into existence. This is the invention of the language of Sanskrit, the binary system. The ancient sage discovered the binary system, 0 and 1. So what is 0? Emptiness. What is 1? Fullness. Emptiness. So you can say that the positive and the negative. Shiva is the fullness. Like the rain cloud, it is full of the raindrops. And negative is like the other, the zero is the emptiness. It is ready to absorb all that falls, all that drops from the rain cloud. So one is full, the other is emptiness. So there is nothing else in this world except fullness and emptiness. We are combination of various combinations, permutations, or combinations of these two, 0 and 1, fullness and emptiness. At times, this is dominant, at that time, something else is dominant. And then one day a situation comes in, then we are balanced, we are in harmony, 0 and 1. You look at the binary system of the computer. Computer cannot work with any other language. Only this much for this morning. Until we meet again, take care and do have a pleasant day.